I'm going to do a little song and dance later with this one as well. The bed umbrella from HSN, today's special, over 30,000 units already gone. That's going to be coming up. Well, actually, we've already shown it at the top of the hour. This is another one. I haven't ever had a chance to show this through my presentations and my outdoor shows. You know why? Because seriously, this is no joke. It keeps selling out. No word of a lie. I think something like 50,000 of these have gone. It is known as the Bionic Steel lightweight hose, garden hose. We have 3 different lengths, 50 foot, 75 foot, 100 foot. Do you see that demo? You see that? She's got it tied in knots. This thing will not freeze, okay? So if you're in areas, I know right now it's summertime, so you're like, please. But it won't freeze, right? It won't break. It's literally indestructible. Now, seriously, if I had water running right now, you know the kink, right? It would still run through this because this is strong, guys. It is strong. The water will continue to run. It coils up really easily, so you don't even need necessarily one of those things to roll it up. But there's a reason why, because it resonates with everybody. We're all sick and tired of that hose that kinks, the hose that's got a heap of holes in it. I had a hose back in Australia where I was constantly having to trim it and put the tap because it kept splitting all the time. This is called the Bionic hose. And it's 3 different sizes. The 50 foot's $29.95, the 75 foot's $39, and the 100 foot's $49.95. That's amazing value for the 100 foot. But you'll see here the construction of it. This is where the magic happens. So, I mean, even if you run over it, even if you know, I know that Luke Caputo in the demonstration I saw, he was using a saw on it, wouldn't even break into it. So it's incredibly strong, and most importantly, it's going to make sure that when you turn on that tap, the faucet, whatever you guys want to call it, at the other end, water's going to be flowing through. It's known as the Bionic hose. When's the full presentation of this today, Rob? Okay, this is at 5 p.m. this afternoon. Do not be at all surprised that we lose one of these sizes because we've restocked this, I think, probably 5 different occasions, and it's only been on air since May, something like that. 50,000 of these have sold. And the other thing, much like I said with that amazing pillow from Tony Little a few moments ago, is there's no way in the world it'd still be here, would still air it, if it wasn't delivering what we say on air. Meaning it's extraordinary. It's called the Bionic hose or Bionic Steel lightweight hose for a reason. The other thing too, when you think steel, you do think, I can appreciate that you think, wow, it's going to weigh a ton. No, it's lightweight. Even the 100 foot hose is lightweight and it coils really easily as well. But when you pull it away, it's not going to have those kinks. Is there nothing more frustrating when you've gone to go water the garden or wash the car and you've gone and suddenly the water stops? You're like, what? And you go all the way back and find the kink that's gone ahead and held off the hose. Not with this. If you know someone who likes to, do a bit of DIY, keep the place nice and clean, whether it's, again, the car, the boat, the SUV, whatever it is, $29.95, the #1 selling, because we've had a couple of different options in the past. I know that we've always had like the flexible and the expandable hose, all those sorts of options. They've been great. This is the latest, this is the greatest, this has been one of the biggest hits of the summer here at HSN. And the best part is you don't have to roll it up and not throw it away, but store it during the winter time thinking it's going to crack and of course freeze up, because it won't freeze up as well. Incredibly well designed. And 3 different options in size, the 50, the 75 foot or the 100 foot hose available. But you can see here in these demos, I mean, this is where first and foremost it's lightweight. There you can whip it about and it's not going to go ahead and coil or kink. But look at that. I mean, most importantly, that's crazy, where it's got like 300 knots in it. Now, sadly here on the set I don't have water running. I would, because to show off the bed umbrella, I'd have it running right now. But this means if I had water running through this right now, it wouldn't stop, right? It'd still be running through there because, notice the kink, there's no, oh, look out, I'm gonna break the demo as opposed to the actual hose itself. FlexPay on that one is available to everyone. By the way, I'm gonna remind you again, HSN card, because this deal is gonna be finishing at the end of the month, which is in just a few days. The HSN card offer right now means that if you purchase this item with that HSN card, will take $40 off your first purchase. So in this case, you could get the 75 foot hose basically for free. That's an extraordinary deal. And remember, everything comes with our unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee and continue to evolve when it comes here to our wonderful products, HSN. Yep, so 5 p.m., that's the next presentation.